we do reviews, we do other videos on. Please subscribe and tap in, and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what's going on, what's bigger, what's going on in this time, and and if you do enjoy, please stick around and let's continue our conversation. Okay, take care. Bye. Oops. Hold on.
Come out of my blood-clad house. Come out of my bomber-clad house. Because you not live in here. So in here shouldn't be your blood-clad problem. Come and I live the worst.
Hi, welcome to Ocean Yummy channel. So as you can see by the title, is to do with Velvet. Now, Velvet's been on Bigo saying a lot. Not only has she been defending Citizen, she's been doing a lot, right? So basically, I don't know which part to start from, because the one that I really want to get to, because she speaks about carbonation and her tyrannies in carbonation, right? But the stuff about it is, as we all know, she's trying to change either the whatever. She's trying to change. Actually, she's literally lying. That's it. Let's just call it for what it is. She's literally lying. And it's like, at first I was just going to download the video and play it. And then I thought about it and I thought, no, I'm not just going to download it and play it. I'm just going to react to it instead, because there's two of them. There's two videos that I feel deserves a reaction to, because it's the way she goes on. I'm just like, what the heck? Like we know that you no, this is the point I'm trying to make. Hold on, let me think. She went through DVY in carbonation, where they put a circle, where they circled around him and her, and he beat her till he tore the clothes off of her. That's what Sybil said. She also wrote it in her book. She got knocked out a couple times, and she didn't even remember until Kendra told her about the situation. Now, the madness about it all. Oh, yeah, because I need to get back to Uma as well. Oh, yeah, before I forget. I'm not putting Uma on this one. The madness of it all is this. She's hollering on Bigo. And making out she was the victim, but there was many victims there. There was many victims in carbonation. Some of them, I will say, they went for like I've always said, most of the women went for Nature Boy. She was clearly jealous of them. Okay, she was clearly jealous, and on top of that, it's like, though she has the children, yes, the children look immaculate. That's one thing I can say about that. She keep the children immaculate, but her mother, I think her mother keeps her. I think she's around her mom. But I don't know the ins and outs of all that. But I just know what I see on the screen and what I know of Velvet is that she's not a nice. She hasn't got nice energy around her at all. She is one of the. I don't even. When we throw around the word narcissistic element and all the other stuff element, and then you come to find out that the person is like they got some next other thing going on with them, right? This girl's never been for therapy, she hasn't been for anything, right? To me, I would always say this: if Nature Boy was out now, she'll still be with him. People can say I'm wrong. You agree to disagree with me. I feel if Nature Boy was out, she'll be with him, right? The only reason why she left was because of all the women that he was around. There was constant, okay, I want to be with you today, and then tomorrow he wants to be polygamous. There was a lot of that going on. So, so she got jealous. Not only that, she did reach there rather young, so he had time to mold her into whatever he want her to be. She her dad, Pop Marquez, did actually try fight. Well, he could say he fought to get his daughter back, and he also he also said that how he knows his daughter, he knows how she stays, and he knows how she thinks, and all that. And every time Medea, you hear me calling him, Medea or Lisa puts up a video, or others puts up a video with with her, she always lies. She lied so much. And there's a video, I think there's a couple of them. There's one what Lagos Ashe put out, and there's one that Midea put out. Right? So I'm gonna try see if I got the right one. There's one where she's telling a panel what she went through and all this stuff. There's even a video where she mocks the wives that are there. But I'm not I mean, fair enough. People used to do that before, but I feel that how the Nature Boy sector has changed so much. There's they're looking into more deep things of the carbonation. Mind you, I still don't change my mind on how I feel about carbonation, imagination. I still feel the same. And I feel that she is trying to come off like as though she was it. If he was it, um, he Nature Boy was always a womanizer because even Maisha said he was a womanizer and whatever. I think she did. Maisha even spoke about getting beaten up by him to such a thing she blacked out. So you're trying to, I don't know. Anyways, let me just find it and play the air before I start talking the way. I just hit the wrong one. Hold on. Right. Yes, I'm not saying a person should like. She talks about being beautiful a lot. Um, there's beauty in everybody. You know what I'm saying? In different ways and different genres, and she keeps throwing this spiritual word around a lot. So this video, I think if I can hit it properly.
Poppy live. What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Did you hear me?
What you say?
I said, shit out.
I said, Mama, that shit fucked up, but she fell in water last night.
I fell in water.
Long story short, it's just smelling more.
This video.
Man, I would have pawned one of them rosaries and went got my shit fixed. I need that fucking quality.
Phones are not that important to me. I got like 7 other phones.
Oh my god. Scraping your shit. The fuck out of here. I got hair, bitch. You don't. You want some? Thank you, guys.
I ain't even finna hold y'all, but Velvet is acting a little same young woman who she's actually coming from.
Ah. I can't even change the
I was
music
just
selection.
watching
God
One
damn
Piece.
it.
Ooh, hello. Ooh,
Hello.
you pretty than a butterfucker, you heard me? How you doing, love?
Thank you. I'm doing well. Thank you so.
Where you from?
Let me see. I can find out. Hold on.
I'm from Louisiana. Where you from? Just whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I thought you was from like Hawaii or some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
I might be. I got a little, some, you know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of energy. I like that.
Where you from?
Florida.
From Florida.
I'm
What's the
almost
area
done.
code?
Nigga, it's One Piece. You ain't never gonna be almost done. Area code 954.
954. Shout out to Florida. What's up, Peaceful Flow? Hey, blessings. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What's up with your
I like
photo?
your energy, boy. You booming. Huh?
Why you still silent?
What?
Why your picture just like solid, like frozen, like still?
Yeah, I just want to show off the beard, you feel me? Yeah, I mean, look at all the jewelry, it's beautiful and shit like that, you hear me? Yeah, because these niggas won't be on this out time about they got a nice beard. Bitch, you got tracks on your shit looking like a Dora Explorer map, you hear me? Spots all in your shit. This is what a real man's beard looking like. Smell all good, luxurious, and fit.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. The one is where she's purging herself. This is the one. I found it. I went to the wrong one. Hold on. Which one do we go to first? Because she speaks a lot. Hold on. Let's get to it. All right. So this one ain't got a lot of music behind it, and that's what I like. Okay. Let's go down a bit. Okay, I think in this one, this is the one where she talks about the carbonation past, and she kind of lies through her teeth on this one. Okay, so I'm going to try to react as best I can on this one because she said a lot of stuff that just didn't rub me the right way, and she's wrong for that. You know what I mean? She's wrong for what she's saying because she keeps saying she's a healed person. She's healed from the situation. She's moved on, which is what I put on the community tab. She hasn't moved on from the situation. I mean, fair enough, right? Yes, you correct, right? People reminisce about their exes and blah blah blah. But at a certain point, you have to move on. You have to move on. I still believe that, like I said, if Nature Boy was out here now, she'll be with him. And like I said, if you think I'm wrong, what I'm saying, I mean, if you disagree with this, we agree to disagree on it, because I feel that what she's doing, because you know, everyone knows Velvet for being in Carbonation, right? That's where we know her from being in Carbonation. We don't know her as nothing else. We know her as Nature Boy's wife, or Queen of the Earth Plane, however you want to put it. We know her as that. So there's nothing she can say to convince the ones who's watched them for years, and the ones who watched them either after that or when they went to Atlanta and he got caught. It doesn't make me. I'm not saying somebody has to convince me. It's all in the actions, really. But she's saying, "Oh, she's healed. She's healed." But in this one, the way she talks, and the guy, I don't know. There is people that are on social media. I mean, there's the gaslighting, there's rubbing the ego, there's all sorts of things. Now, Blanco is strange, because when Blanco did a reading on her last year, there's a lot that was spoken about, and I feel slowly, all her cards are falling into place. There seems to have a domino situation going on, because even the lady that Citizens X mentioned a few things. And to be honest, I wasn't really surprised. You know what I mean? A lot of things that seems to surprise me on here, because once a divinator has already said certain things, and you know for a fact they're their divination is right. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at what I'm hearing. I'm not surprised in none of that. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna come in at certain points, because she says a lot, right? She says a lot about the wives and and she says a lot about herself. But she tries to make it like as though she wasn't the bad person, she wasn't victimizing. But apparently, somebody did say you was victimizing some of the members. So I don't know how that's gonna fall.
Cause I want to laugh. I want to laugh. Cause them like, they didn't do shit. Oh, you didn't do nothing? You didn't do nothing? Okay, so what about this? And what about that? Why y'all? And then, you know what? I'm not going to go there. It's what it is. And she, listen, I ain't going to speak on that. I ain't going to keep my mouth closed. You breaking up for some reason. I'm not sure why.
It might be your phone, mama.
First, I didn't remember this guy, but then I suddenly remembered who he was just a while ago. He used to be one of the guys that used to follow Nature Boy on Bigo. And I forgot his name. He used to follow Nature Boy on Bigo. And so when I see him here, I can't remember his name, because there was quite a few of the men that used to follow him. And then when Nature Boy do them something, then they start talking about Nature Boy and all sorts of things. This guy was one of them who was doing the same thing. I can't remember the guy's name right now. If you remember the guy's name, please put it underneath the community section if you remember who he is, because I remember his face, but I just can't remember the name. Because I remember Fluid, I remember Flute, I can't remember the other ones. There's so many of them.
Because you was glitching a little bit yourself.
I think it's better now.
It's better now.
You look like a character from Mulan.
Yo, really, you got
No,
jokes?
I'm not. It's not a joke. I'm dead ass. You ever saw that movie Mulan? Your bun, your eyebrows, the way your beard is shaped, like your fidget. You look like Mulan characters. Not Mulan, but and that was a dope ass movie. Like, do you understand the storyline?
No, I do.
Yeah,
I
that shit
seen
is
it.
dope.
I like one and I like one and two. I like one a part one and two.
What is that? I never even heard of that.
You never heard of part two? You never seen part
They
two?
got a part two.
Netflix and chill.
No, not Netflix. Why? Come on now. Let's be for real. Be for real.
The way you were saying it, I thought you meant that,
No,
and you didn't want to
no,
say that.
like Netflix is trying to call me and it's not chill.
So why you don't want to answer?
Because
That's
these,
an
no,
opportunity
these
thing that he's getting right now. So
hallelujah. Hallelujah.
straight up.
Thank you.
And I hope whoever grabs your story, I hope you dissect it.
Talking money. They not talking enough money. I don't give a what it is. It ain't enough. It ain't enough.
Mm.
It ain't enough.
But let me say this to you. Don't you think
I
the
already have a
exposure
platform. I
will
already have a platform bigger than Netflix that's already gonna give me exposure. I need more.
okay. All right. You know what you want. So okay.
Hello, grown man.
All right. Hey yo, so can I say congratulations?
Congratulations. We made it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, I ain't talking about that. Are you getting married?
Yes. One day.
Wait a minute, hold
Thank
up.
you, grown.
Wait before you wait a minute. Are you not getting married to
Who told you that?
I'm asking.
That's to be continued. That's disclosed information.
So that's cap.
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
For
Who
this
she just with?
stinking great grandmother, mother country. And if you
I'm
like it, send a henchman
Is
on
the
them.
question-
I will take them out one my
I said, who were you just with?
Can you tell me who I was just with? Because I'm so confused with what you're asking and how you're asking it.
It's a lot of new people, you know what I mean, coming in, and I don't want to say the name. Start with a C.
Citizen, you can say it. It's okay to say official citizen. It's okay to say his name. He don't bite.
I mean, me and him cool. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problems with him. I just don't want everybody else that's new that's coming in your business. You know what I'm saying?
They in the bid. They already in there. They already trying to get in there. They trying to.
Okay, so y'all
Yes.
People don't have to try to get in your business. You lot tell us about yourselves. You lot show on here whatever about people in your business. Well, no one's in your business. I don't understand these people. She included. You put stuff out and you're talking subliminally. Subliminally, I think she was doing subliminal talking that she's engaged. So, but it does say in one of the videos that she's getting engaged. I don't even think you know dude that long. I don't even think you know Citizen that long that you're getting engaged. I don't know. Anyway, these youngins, I don't know. Me personally, I ain't in no rush to help. Like before, I would have been like her. Oh, I need to get the ring. Like this guy has paper. Do you not see he has paper? This girl don't learn anyway. Like I said, she's in a vicious cycle, but let her continue.
moving forward.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Most definitely. I didn't know if that was a thing or not. You know what I mean? I thought it was just you went to go and chill, and that was it. But
Why would you
obviously,
think?
it's more
Why
than
would
that.
you think that?
So you're already using ChatGPT, and well, that's awesome.
The way I was looking at it, you know, you looking from the outside looking in, it didn't look like that. It didn't look like, because I don't look at you like that. I don't look at you as a woman that just went over there to do that and then just leave. You know what I'm saying? So I thought you was going over there just to build, and you know what I mean? And that was it. You know what I mean? I ain't know it was anything else, but obviously it is.
Oh yes, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Hey, Leon.
Yes, she remembers me from. Yes, she remembers me from.
I never.
Oh boy.
You know what's funny is because I never remember him talking to you, but
Of course, you're not going to remember because you wasn't around. That's probably when you left. That's probably when you left. Do you know who would remember him? Malia, Efru, and Zoka. They would remember him. So the only reason why people talk to you because like they know that you're Nature Boy's woman and you are the mother of his child. That's the only reason why people. That's why he's talking to you right now, because he literally was riding Nature Boy's coattails at one point. Please, if you remember this guy's name, please put it in the chat. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I know the face, but I don't remember the name.
I remember like I remember what they said about you, but I don't remember you like I don't remember seeing you. And if I did see you, I was probably like too out of it to remember like.
Listen, we know. I know. You could never be in the presence of the camera like that. I already know.
And if you like it,
You don't have to
send a
go
henchman
back
on
there.
them.
I
I'm
know
gonna take
that.
them out one mic.
And I expose everything. I expose all that.
Shout out to you.
You know what I mean? And
Shout out to you.
most definitely, you know, he deserves every part of that. I hope that you tell it all to the right person.
This is why I'm not
And I
just
hope
going.
you get whatever.
This is why I'm not just going for anything. See, people think that. See, people from the hood, and when they coming up, they grab onto every opportunity. Just because it's passing you doesn't mean that you should take it. Especially if
So
they
I
not
in should
talking.
be your
If
blood
they
clot
not. If
problem
they
coming
not.
out leave the worst.
No. Listen. All money ain't good money, and I need residuals. You hear me? I'm not talking about a bag that's gonna.
You need to take your own advice. All money ain't good money. You need to listen to your own self. You need to listen to your own self. She said she's supposed to be modeling and doing all these stuff. She's modeling and doing all these stuff, right? Fair enough. I did see Lisa put up something, but you know, she can't talk neither. She was doing the same thing as everybody else. So I don't know what she's saying. Oh, but all good money ain't all money ain't good money. You take your own advice.
Gonna last me for a month. No, I need residuals because that's what they want to do in my story. They want to take my story and then they get the royalty. No, it don't work like that. I want producer credit.
Once again, what royalties are we talking about here? I think I put this underneath Logos's Ashay thing. I said, what royalties does she require? What, royalties for being in a cult? Right? Royalties for being in a cult. Right? Even if Netflix do make a video, I think I think they'll be knocking on Hood Therapy's Hood Horror's door, because he portrays the whole essence of the true experience, the whole experience of carbonation from start to finish. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. What's she talking about? Because someone tell me. She deserves royalties.
director credit, and I want royalties from that. And if I'm not getting that, then you don't have no conversation with me or nothing. There's nothing. And you know what they still gonna do? Because there's some dumbass people, they're gonna still take my story, put it together how they want to put it together and launch it, but it'll never hit like how I'm gonna make it hit because they don't have all the details that I have. So they could try.
Hey, listen, if y'all don't know what to talk about, don't speak. Don't speak. If y'all don't know what y'all talking about, please don't speak. Because there's not one jealous bone in her body, never was. You understand? Never was.
Are we talking about the same Velveeta? Are we talking about the same person? When those girls, when Nature Boy was having his harem, because the whole harem, right? She was jealous of Efaru, I think. Was it Efaru and Sheba? Oh yeah, and Aya. Right? This is actually archived. How jealous she was of them. Once they make it absolutely clear that they are too smart and divine to get a job, my attitude is exactly. Hi, Professor. Exactly. Exactly. But she's always, like I said, once she always reels back to the spirituality of stuff. I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual. I see Professor Cupcake. She is very spiritual. She's on a Buddhist tip, right? I don't even have to ask what she's about. If I go to her page now and I can see for myself. I don't have to ask her. I don't have to ask, right? I see for myself. You don't need to proclaim it to the world what you are. The world will see. This is the same conversation we had last year about this spirituality talk. Nobody keeps throwing around. Interesting. But anyways, let's continue. Let her talk.
Jealous of,
And she's the
jealous
one,
of what?
she's really the earth. She really the earth. Them other Jones wanted to be the earth. She's really the earth.
And listen,
And if y'all know y'all conscious,
this is no shade. This is no shade to the other women because Lord knows that I was there.
You know what? Someone needs to do a compilation of how many times she left carbonation. They need to do a compilation of how many times she got mad at them girls. What was the reasons behind it? What was the reasons behind it? Because there's a scene where they're on a bed, and Aya said she came for Nature Boy. The baby was on the bed, and Velvet was up in arms about it. This is when Velvet and him, when they used to sleep out in the tents, and they used to sleep up in the room, right? And I can't remember how Aya came into the part way, and she got mad. She was mad with Aya. She was mad with Aya. Actually, I think it was when they were in Puerto Rico, one of them places. And then she told him to tell Ra and Aya to leave. So she's trying to make out she's this person on Bigo. She's trying to rewrite the script. She's trying to rewrite the script. She's dragging those daughters around and making a mess of their childhood, their minds, and endangering them consistently. She's absolutely horrible mother. Yeah. Because you need to be somewhere stable. You can't be all over the place. And I feel baby Ellie, I know she's not a baby no more, has been through enough. I mean, she's getting older now. Baby Ellie ain't a baby no more. Baby Ellie is 7 now. She's 7. But she's about the same age as my one. So, yeah. Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes absolute no sense.
Helping those women believe in themselves, but you can't believe in a person more than they believe in themselves, and that's just that. You can't force you could bring the water to the horse. You could bring the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink it.
What? He said you were empowering them women. How are you empowering them women? All you guys was doing was sexual stuff most of the time. He'll make them walk around in a little tie thing. They wasn't allowed to wear no bras. They wasn't allowed to dress a certain way. They had to walk around him just a tie thing. I don't think they had anything underneath the tie thing. Right? So if people remember the situation, how is she empowering these women? She wasn't empowering none of them. She wasn't helping. It was just competition because he played them one against each other. He played them once against each other, and he will set it up. That's how her and Malia come to fight.
You're right.
So that's just that.
They don't understand. They don't understand what's lying in your bones. They don't understand what's lying in your spirit. They don't understand where you from. They don't. They don't understand that. Even though she was very young when she first went, Shorty was stronger than a lot of them motherfuckers, even the men. No bullshit. I watched the whole thing.
In the front. That's why he had me on the front line. Because he wanted to utilize my strength for whatever.
And how did you get there? Remember, you went down there with Olmec, right? You went down there with Olmec. And then you and him was sneaking around while Olmec was sleeping. And I think Olmec either found out or something, or it came out on the like how they do the RG moment. And that's how Olmec found out. He put you on the front line. You put yourself up on the front line. Because the one who was there was Yaya. I think it's Yaya, her name was. Right? She when she reached there, she came and she met Yaya there. Or Pocahontas. I don't know. Was it Pocahontas or Yaya? Right? And then she fought her way to the top. She kind of put her way in a position so she can get to the top to him. Plus, he have a thing for Nola women anyway. A loving, thoughtful mother makes their primary concern in life the needs of their children. They take care of their children's health, ensure a steady, legitimate education. Velvet's primary concern is man.
Whatever he wanted to, but he couldn't do that because I'm not that. This is not that.
Hi, Rita.
Period.
Hey, look, hey, can y'all understand something real quick? It was nothing poly about that. I don't understand what the y'all talking about in that comments. It was nothing poly. The man was not poly.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't poly.
No, he wasn't.
Like, why you keep saying poly?
Clock it.
Those were sister wives and those,
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
those were whores breaking up a happy home. That's exactly what that was. And the women who did come, who didn't want to be in it, which I know who they are, were victims, just like I was when I was there and once upon a time.
Okay, this is the automatic course creator. And if you are looking for the fastest and most affordable way
If they're not, no. Listen, all money ain't good money, and I need residuals. You hear me? I'm not talking about a bag that's gonna last me for a month. No, I need residuals because that's what they want to do in my story. They want to take my story and then they get the royalty. No, it don't work like that. I want producer credit, director credit, and I want royalties from that. And if I'm not getting that, then you don't have no conversation with me or nothing. There's nothing. And you know what they still gonna do? Because they're some dumbass people. They're gonna still take my story, put it together how they want to put it together, and launch it. But
Okay, you see how my girl loves to do the I can do the too, yeah? I can do the too, yeah? Literally. I mean, when I started watching back her again, right? I start my vocabulary goes down a level. It's crazy how when you watch somebody, your vocabulary literally sinks a level. It's mad. It's mad crazy. When I'm doing other things or when I'm watching other things, it's not. I don't get the same problem. But yeah. Oh, hold on a minute.
Never hit like how I'm gonna make it hit because they don't have all the details that I have. So they could try.
Hey, listen, if y'all don't know what you're talking about, don't speak. Don't speak. If y'all don't know what y'all talking about, please don't speak. Because there's not one jealous bone in her body, never was. You understand? Never was.
Jealous of,
And she's the
jealous
one,
of what?
she's really the earth. She really the earth. Them other Jones wanted to be the earth. She's really the earth.
Man, I keep doing this, Hold on, let me go back. I do this every time. I look at that button and me. I have a problem, I swear. She's the earth. What she's the thingy of the earth plane. She's the thingy of the earth plane. Right? What's her name? Call herself like, and I've done the breakdown on the people, the thing that actually the Malia is called after Lucia and certain things. Like when you call yourself certain things, right, you really mimic that power that you intake of that. Oh, so sorry. Let me go back to this. Is social media prestige or whoever her man is praising herself? Yes, Professor, that is the one. That is it. As my guy will say in Ringo Vision, that is it. That is exactly it. She wants to relieve her reign as queen so bad, always looking for another nature boy. That's it. I think that as well, Rita. You know why I think that? Because the guy is such a, he's like, I don't know. I mean, people says he sounds Ghanaian. He could be Haitian. It's possible. I don't know. But he does actually give off nature boy energy. It's really mad in every way, every form. His whole stance, his whole, I don't know. I mean, I said this before. I know I said this many times, right? And I keep saying he just gives that aura. Not only that, the lady Holly, right? Because I watch Holly as well. Holly has a video of him really laying into her or something. And my thing is, right, you came from that, yeah? You came from being beaten up severely several times by a nature boy, and then she's trying to stand up and defend him. Now, I don't even know whether I should play those other videos and react on them because I feel it's weird to me, right? Because she's going into this with her eyes wide open, right? It's like the court papers have been served. Holly's already served the court papers and stuff. Now people's telling her to stop talking about it. This one, this girl here is telling her she must stop talking about it. And in the other one, there's another video. She must stop talking about it. Oh, you must. But she did the exact same thing. There's a video where Holly is playing a video of Velvet when she was younger, when she came out of carbonation, right? And she was breaking down in tears and all this stuff. And when you listen to that, right, you're thinking to yourself, like, you know, was she cut up because she left him for them women? Was there other reasons why? Because remember, Mama Dia's situation still ain't sorted out. I don't even know whether her daughter is still online, so I can get an update on it. I don't even know whether Medea and that is looking into all that, but they still haven't investigated Mama, forgot her name. Mama Dia's death. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or she cut up about that, or she cut up because like she had to leave him, or whatever the case for me. She forcefully had to leave him. She wanted sympathy from the content creators, because remember, a lot of content creators was saying that they're going to help her, take care of her, and all this sort of stuff. Or was she just good at acting? Because like, you know, I remember when one content creator talk about her being in acting and stuff like that, but I don't want to say that because like in case I'm wrong, but it's like when you think about it now, right, when she said that she did it for the women, I did it for the women. You didn't do it for the women. Didn't even care for the women. You didn't care for the women. You was jealous because they came for Nature Boy. They came for Nature Boy, and you was kind of like you wanted him to be monogamous, and he didn't want to be monogamous. He wanted to be in his so-called poly, but I don't think he was a poly. I wouldn't call what he was doing was poly, right? So it's, you know, yes, Rita. All these men are always some hot star, high frequency, low descent of Anubis or something. They never just a hardworking, dependable, insightful man. Her male radar is attuned. Yes, attuned wrong to cult jerks. Yes, because there's a video where she contacts even TKO Capone, and I'm just like, why would you go to TKO Capone? Right? Why would you go to TKO Capone like to say, "Oh, look at me now, look at me now"? Because remember, Janae went to TKO Capone and she got her revenge on Nature Boy. So basically, what she's doing, I feel, is a bit of what Janae did, and others. And anyways, I'm just gonna rattle on. And I probably won't make sense to my own self.
This is no shade. This is no shade to the other women, because Lord knows that I was there helping those women believe in themselves. But you can't believe in a person more than they believe in themselves, and that's just that. You can't force. You can bring the water to the horse. You can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink it.
Right.
So that's just that.
They don't understand. They don't understand what's lying in your
Come
bones.
out of me blood clad.
They don't understand what's lying in your
Come
spirit.
out of
They
me
don't understand
bumbo
where you
clad
from.
house. Can you not live in ya?
They don't. They
So
don't
in shouldn't be your
understand that.
blood clad problem coming out live the world.
Even though she was very young when she first went, Shorty was stronger than a lot of them muckers, even the men. No bullshit. I watched the whole thing.
In the front. That's why.
Weren't stronger than the men. How was she stronger than the men? She wasn't stronger than the men. She was all about the knowledge. Remember the fight? Oh, I'm all about the knowledge. I know more about the knowledge than she does. I'm about the knowledge. I'm about the knowledge.
He had me on the front line because he wanted to utilize my strength for whatever he wanted to, but he couldn't do that because I'm not that. This is not that. Period.
Hey, look, hey, can y'all understand something real quick? It was nothing poly about that. I don't understand what the y'all talking about in that comments. It was nothing poly. The man was not poly.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't poly.
No, he wasn't.
Like, why you keep saying poly?
Clock
But you,
it. Clock it. Clock it.
I don't know why he's defending him and saying what he was doing was nothing poly when he was kept talking about the women consistently how beautiful they was. Oh, you got beautiful wives. You got beautiful wives. You got beautiful wives. So if he was in front of your face now, would you be saying the same thing you're saying now to Velvet? Now, I don't like Nature Boy, okay? Don't get me wrong or nothing, right? I don't like the demon myself personally. But my thing is, this guy, now he's out of the way. He's there talking and talking and talking. Now, if man's standing right in front of you, would you say, oh, well, like nothing he was doing was poly? We all know what he was doing wasn't poly. We know that. Because remember, he started out as a whole nudist at first. He came from the sex industry, right? He knew how to position the pictures, how to position them. Some things was really off-key. Even Velvet herself was taking weird pictures with her daughter, right? So, she always talked, like, even with Solar, she was talking about being part of a couple's poly and stuff like that. And all this. She's always on the lookout. She was always on the lookout. After she left Carbonation, even herself, she was looking out to be in poly situation. She went to Yar the God, I think his name is. Yar the God with them on the beach with all the women. She was ready to go to him. So, like, he's just saying, oh, there's nothing poly in what he was doing. Of course not. He was pimping them out and all sorts of things. The only reason why, I don't know, well, I think I get why he didn't put her out, because at the time she wasn't looking a certain way, but he'll put out Ra out, he'll put Eferu, Aya, he given to the locals. That's what he was doing. Like, you know what I mean? But this guy, this is how he's talking now. Interesting. If anybody knows the name of this person that she's talking to, please put in the chat who he is. I forgot his name. I really have. I remember him though, but I just don't remember the blinking name.
those were sister wives and those,
No,
you know what I mean?
no,
Like,
those were whores breaking up a happy home. That's exactly what that was. And the
Wasn't a happy home anyway in the first place. He always had extra woman on tap there's around him somewhere abouts, or what he will do, he will place the woman with one of the people. He'll place one of the women with one of the men. Then he'll turn around like the day after and say, oh, well, like, she wants to be with me. She wants to be with me. She wants to be with me. I still remember that foolishness from like yesterday. Like, Eferu is a very good example of that. I'm sure Fundi will back me up on this. Eferu was Eferu and Kurt, what's her name? I know she don't like to be called Sheba. Sheba was a good example of that, where they were placed with men, and then the next day he'll go and scoop them back up and said, oh, well, like, oh, well, he couldn't do this, he couldn't open you up and all this foolishness, and then he'll say, yeah, and then like you go to them, right, you want to be with me, innit? You want to be with me, and all Velvet did was smile. She just sat there and smiled. She didn't say no. She sat there and smiled. She literally, I can't do how she does. Literally sat there and she smiled all through it, because she wanted women to take care of her child. She wanted to be the queen, which means that those women were concubines, as well as not only was they the bed. Oh, I forgot what the names now. I used to know all these flipping names for them things. Not only was they there for that reason, they was there to help her, look after her, dress her, kind of like the same thing they are doing to Malia right now, where they dress her, they give her tea, she snap her fingers, they come running, giving her stuff. There's actually the best example of how this situation was set up was when they're out underneath a tent thing, and she's got low haircut, and he's sitting with her, and they serve mangoes or something, right? That is the best example. Then, and another example is when I think the baby cried or something. Not only was Aya pacifying baby Ellie, and also other things was going on, which Fundi Feast has spoken about, and I think others. Right, they would take care of the babies. Then Jahomi came, and that was like her playmate. But then they were saying, right, though he is her playmate, them two will be together when they're older, right? And he also said that how he wanted to interbreed the children. That's how he put it, right? So her saying that she wasn't really the top dog, really, when you think about it. Every time he gave her power, he'll take it away from her. He'll give it to her, he'll take it away from her. Or he'll place someone in her place. Or he'll what's it, as they call it, gaslight Aya. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And like the best example I can give, right? And people can put a one in the no, put a sunflower. Sorry, put a sunflower. His sunflower in the chat. If you remember, they was at the beach, and he was all up Aya's behind. Aya was just sitting there. She was just sitting there, literally. She's just sitting there. And he was saying, oh my God, look at it. Oh, whatever. He was praising Aya. And then Velvet, what she did, she got up and she ran into some part of the beach. Now they didn't know where she was. They said, oh, I don't know where she is. It's like she handed over, I think she took the baby with her, and they couldn't find her. She got so jealous, she just got up and left. She just used to just pick up herself and just go. Right? And he was like, oh my God, you're putting her, she's putting herself in danger. She's putting herself in danger. Now all the trolls are going to come after me. That's what he used to say. Right? We witnessed this on this same YouTube here. If you are a witness to this, put a sunflower in it, right? We are witness to this, of her jealousy. She's very insecure young lady. As beautiful, well, yes, I'm not saying she's not a good-looking young lady. She's like Janae. If Janae will take off some of that makeup, she'll look very pretty, right? Right? And I'm not talking like, oh, oh, she's this type of woman. No, right? If you see a woman that is pretty, right? You say, oh my gosh, sis, you're pretty. They are very, very pretty young ladies at the end of the day, right? But at the same time, they're very insecure within themselves, right? They haven't come into their completion of, they're still at the maiden end. They haven't come into the next part of their life, which is the 30 years old, before they go to 40, before they go to 50. They haven't come into that part of their life, because when you reach a certain part of your life, right, at first you'll be all over the place, yeah, but then when you reach a certain stage in your life, everything slows down. They haven't slowed down. They're still living in that naive stage of life, and Velvet is still in that naive stage of life, right? She hasn't come to she's still in maiden mode. Right? Now, if you remember the triple goddess, she hasn't reached that. So when people talk about I'm a goddess, I'm a this, I'm a that, and right, you have to come into those lines of rites of passage before you could come into a certain part of that life, right? And it's a true thing. When the things you would do when you was 20, you will not do when you're 30 and 40, right? You would literally change totally. When people meet you, they say, oh my God, you're different, you change, you're this, you're that. Oh, you change. Oh, why don't you go out a lot? Why don't you do this a lot? Why don't you do that? People will literally say this to you. Why don't you socialize a lot? Some people totally, like, you know what I mean? Even to the men that they want to do, they want companions. They don't even want, right? They don't call them boyfriends. They call them my companion, my man. That's it. You know what I mean? They don't talk about it in a certain way. Because in your mind, you have nothing to prove to another female because you passed that stage. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. You're like, what have I got to prove? This girl have a lot to prove. Hold on.
The women who did come, who didn't want to be in it, which I know who they are, were victims, just like I was when I was there and once upon a time.
Sorry, I keep stopping it. When she speaks stupidness, we gotta set the record straight. She is not a victim. She's not a victim. Maybe she was a DV victim. Yes, that part. Yes, she is a DV victim. Yes. The other part of it, she's not, because she was part of a lot of what was going on there. She was part of what was going on there. She was in agreement with a lot of stuff that was going on there. She is not a victim. She's not a victim. Okay? She's not a victim. Hold on, let me go back to what you lot just said. Yes, Yemi, thank you for bringing up that Legio came from the sex industry, porn industry, and very important point. That's the actual root. Exactly. While I understand we all handle stress and trauma our own way. In Miss Enlightenment has put her on vanity, wants and desires and trauma over children. Yes. Based on the comment Yemi made, that was a light bulb moment. This is all melodic, dramatic, pornographic soap opera saga. Yes, I think I need to reword my thing as well. It is a whole saga. Even in the mummy sector, we have a whole saga going on over there right now. This saga here is continuous. It's a whole cycle. That's why I just make it my point to go to Fundi Fee, because sometimes she says certain things, and I think, like you, Professor, I have a light bulb moment, and I think, yeah, and I start remembering certain stuff, and I'll be like, damn, I didn't think of that. Right, what Fundi Fee said, all them times when she left was all staged. They were staged at first. Then that time when she left, and she went to the embassy, when her father goes to her, well, you make your way to the embassy. And then another time she said to him, I want to leave. And they packed her up and she was going somewhere. And yes, I think Fundi is right. It's all staged. It's all staged. There's nothing like they're saying, like they were saying, oh yeah, yes, he put us through this. Pure was like, yeah, I was looking for a father figure. There's so many different conundrums within that whole thing. That's why when they behave a certain way, i.e. Solar, Musa, High Hood, and others, right, they display stuff, not only what they were taught in carbonation, but also what they went to carbonation for, the escapism and different things. So she also went there very young, because you can hear how heavy her tongue is when she's talking in the earliest part before she got with Nature Boy, when she was a chubby faced child, as they call it. In West Indian terms, She still has she mother milked out her own Shemot situation, right? She went there with Omac and Nature Boy. I don't know whether Nature Boy got jealous of their interaction or whatever, and he snelled his way, and he and her got close. So she is no way a victim in all of this. She is part of this, and I don't know why people can't get their heads around that. Well, they can't think that she is not part of it. She is part of it. She's all part of it. She's all of that. It's only because right, nobody's come out and spoken and truly. No, I think one person did talk about what did happen with her, where she was also beating the women off camera. Allegedly, she was beating them off camera, and on top of that, that fight with Malia showed what used to go on. Trey Nine talk about Fight Club that used to go on a regular. So who knows when she was there in the early stage that they were Fight Clubbing that time? You know what I'm saying? I used to really empathize with her, but I think she wants to do it all over again. She just wants the position of power over people, and the way Nature Boy had, I don't think she's a good person at all. No, she's not a good one. She never was a good person, Rita. She never was. She tried to go to what's that one? I forgot that other tribe where she was with that young boy. That's the one where like we see him trying to break through the door about where is my daughter. She tried to be a chiefess over that side, and it didn't work out, right? And she broke up Elizabeth, and I forgot the boy's name at the time, right? So every situation, she wants to be the one who's the thing, right? Right, whoever she gets into contact with, she thinks she's the thing, or she takes on their personality. Remember the young lady that used to do Thingy Over Darkness? I forgot her name now. And she's like Native American looking. I forgot her name. Because even her, she fell out with her. She was one of Ra's friends. There's a young man called Ra, Sun God, the Sun God. She was one of his friends, and she went over there. And then when she fell out with her, she started talking about her bad and all sorts of stuff and this and that and that. She does this. She has a cycle of dealing with people. She really do, honestly. She is never going to change. She's not going to change. If she ain't changed now, she ain't going to change.
Period.
Yeah, when I basically say sister wives, that's how they made it look. You understand? But no, she didn't do the same. I'm about, who is this?
Thank
Matter of
you,
fact, let me get them out of here.
Tatum. Thank you, Tatum.
Let me get them out of here real quick. Let me get them out of here.
Thank you,
Let me block them.
Tatum.
I thought they was on your side. They over here on my side. Let me get them out of here because you're not gonna disrespect her. You're not gonna do that.
Thank you. I'm following you, Stay Lady. I'm following you.
I thought we was following. No, you know what? This is a brand new page. My fault. I saw this page in January. You was following the other page. So
Oh, what's up, Weed Master? I appreciate that though. Like for real, like when people hold it down for me, it means a lot to me because a lot of people was on the outside looking in and they didn't get the they don't know the details. So people who was looking from the outside in and got the details and really know what's real, y'all really the MVPs of it all for real. Like I love y'all for that.
What do you mean they didn't get the detail? People knew exactly what's going on. Most of the assumptions was right. Most of the assumptions that was made about carbonation was right. Melanation, the Ephesians, whatever the hell they were called at the time, was right. They were right. They were always on point. Some people even predicted some stuff and it literally came true. Some people was able to pinpoint certain stuff. There was very much a scared for the women because of how we used to play them against each other. right? So what is she talking about? They played it all. They did it on right. He tried to did it as the real end moment, right? And that's why when he said to that lady in the cul-de-sac, "Oh, it's a show, it's a show," because they was trying to make it out like it's a whole show. But when people like Umi went down there and she saw exactly what it was, she didn't even stay there a day. She was gone. Umi picked up herself. Umi said, "No, wait, I'm gone." She said that how she didn't like how they treated her when she first got there. So Umi picked up herself and went. Sybil, on the other hand, she speaks about how he was making advances to her and all this, how she had to look after Velvet when he brutalized her. They couldn't take her to the hospital. There were so many incidences. It's crazy.
You know what really made me mad? What's really making me mad right now is that these got a voice, and these making me mad right now is that these on the internet capping.
And they don't. I thought I was the only one that, bro. That's why I don't listen. I thought I was the only one that felt like that. Thank you, Tatum. I appreciate that. I literally. So they said earlier they was like, Aaron on live right now. He getting roasted. I'm like, cause that's half the like all of them are capping. Like literally, I'm the only one that's really like being true to the. You know what I'm saying? People be like, why are you still talking about this for the rest of my life? I gotta see from that. I don't understand. Like I wake up to my baby every day knowing that she never gonna be able to see her daddy because of what the did on the internet.
On the internet.
And as much as I tried to stop that power for the sake of our daughter, all that relationship and sex, all of that, I did the best I could to make sure that my daughter would at least be.
Check this out. Guess who put the charges in though? Janae. Janae's the one, I will say. Right? Okay, though she's not the bestest of person, she's the one who made sure man got charged, put in the clink. Right? Janae's the one, right? You didn't even try to charge him or nothing. He beat you, brutalized you, you left him, you went back, which I get it. Most domestic women, DV women, they do that. They go back. Right? But apparently you used to fight him as well, which is not saying that how she's not a domestic a DV victim neither. But it's just the how she could have she only gave him papers one time, I think. I think it was for a restraining order. Janae took it a whole lot further. She literally went to the police and she charged him. And that's one thing, Janae, I will give Janae credence for, right? She took it a whole lot further. This girl got battered, bruised on a constant basis. They're all a fight upon the beach, all sorts of things. She did nothing about it. Janae took it a whole nother. She took it straight to the right people and charged him. And in fact, as much as I don't like Janae, I give her credence for that. I was looking at old videos I made of Janae like ages ago. And I said the best thing Janae did was put him in jail. That's the best thing. He's a danger to everybody. Right? And I know there's people like him out there. He's not the most unusual one, but this girl, she did none. She did nothing. She came on Bigo, was crying, all this. She got loads of the content creators was helping her. Stinson got the soup. All of them was helping her, trying to help her. I think Fundifi spoke to Pops Marquez at one point. Fundifi talks about it. And she still did not make that big move and do what she had to do. She didn't do it for her daughter. She only did a restraining order. I hope she has a lot of international fans. I don't think Americans are going to be able to afford to finance her lifestyle on social media for much longer. LOL, she may be about to FOF. Oh, yeah. Well, the way how Trump's moving, well, isn't it?
No, and it still didn't work.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why I still talk about it. Yes, my daughter gonna know that her mama stood up. My daughter gonna know that her mama spoke out. All the rest of those kids with their parents that came from that shit, they won't, they hopefully they'll be able to see their parents do that one day. But this mama right here, I ain't going for that.
It made me so mad the other day. I went in his live when I first seen him come back. He been gone for a minute. And yeah, so yeah, he was gone for a minute. He looked like he got his weight back, because he was looking real frail when he was over there in that camp. So he got his weight back and all that and anything. And I went over there and I was in his comments and I just kept saying lies. Like, all of a sudden now you calling him first it was Baba G, and first it was my Lord and Savior. But now it's
Darren did not like me at all. Like this nigga be looking at me like with disgust. You hear me?
Because he wanted him for himself. That's why.
That wife Kendra that he got, if he was any type of a man or any type of not clapping, he would not be on the internet popping his shit. If he really was held accountable for what the fuck when he was there, which I know that what he did when he was there, he would not be talking that he talking about online. And I don't respect it. I don't. And I will never respect a person like that. Because you know what you did behind closed doors. You know what you did. You sitting up here acting like you ain't doing nothing, boy.
Exactly.
And I'm surprised she ain't that way with him. I don't give a baby or not. I don't give a you.
I was about to say that. Like, how you respect a man? You know what? I always ask these motherfuckers, right? Like even Juju be on this mother too, right? And I had a conversation with him. I said, how all of a sudden after 5 to 6 years, you got a voice now on this? You used to feed that man fruit and rub his feet. It ain't on this motherfucker.
Hold on, I gotta rewind that back because I just stepped out the room for a bit. Hold on, let me rewind that back. But this part here, she used to do the same thing. She was doing his hair. She was oiling him up. What was she doing? Feeding him fruit. She was doing a lot. I don't know why he's trying to make out like she wasn't doing all the same thing what the other girls was doing. She was doing the same thing. She was always twisting up his hair, oiling him down. What else was she doing? Massaging the same thing she's doing to Citizen now. That's the same thing she was doing to Nature Boy, right? But she's talking about she or Kendra and thing. You was doing the same thing, so stop. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. I'm not going to go back all the way.
Over there in that camp. So
Hi, sorry for the interruption. Somebody knocked the door and I had to go deal with it. So if there is a long pause, I will get rid of that, don't worry. What I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight all of the comments, make sure all the comments still appear onto it because that is a long pause, okay? But anyways, let's just continue.
You hear me?
Because he wanted him for himself. That's why.
That wife Kendra that he got, if he was any type of a man or any type of not clapping, he would not be on the internet popping his shit. If he really was held accountable for what the fuck when he was there, which I know that what he did when he was there, he would not be talking that he talking about online. And I don't respect it. I don't. And I will never respect a person like that. Because you know what you did behind closed doors. You know what you did. You sitting up here acting like you ain't doing nothing, boy.
Exactly.
And I'm surprised she ain't that way with him. I don't give a baby or not. I don't give a you.
I was about to say that. Like, how you respect a man?
Judging by that tone, she really dislikes Kendra, aka Sheba. She disliked her. Right? She dislikes her. She also dislikes Aaron, the one. But I also think the reason why she dislikes Aaron because Aaron disagreed with how many times Nature Boy took her back. So she doesn't like Aaron for that. And now because Aaron's getting notoriety, he's coming more and more relevant. Every single day he's writing books, he's doing a whole set of stuff. She's mad with that. She's, in fact, it's more sound like more envious to me. And I don't even like the dude. But anyways, all right. So yeah, let's continue.
You know what? I always ask these motherfuckers, right? Like even Juju be on this motherfucker too, right? And I had a conversation with him. I said, how in the all of a sudden after 5 to 6 years, you got a voice now on this, but you used to feed that man fruit and rub his feet. It ain't a on this motherfucker that I'ma ever.
Nah, but listen, I'm gonna say this though, Stay Lily. I'm gonna say that, and Gigi, I'm gonna say this to you too. There are only certain people that I still have grace for that came from that situation. But most of us, no. If you was me, you wouldn't have grace for them. When I tell you, it was every day these bitches had me in a circle, verbally antagonizing me and taking my baby from out my arms and watching this nigga beat me in front of my child and in front of everybody else.
I don't even want to cut you off. You know what made me cry though? Like I shedded a tear. That's how mad I was. It was the day you was sitting on the floor by the kitchen, and you had your baby and your mom's arguing back and forth with this, and you was like, "Look, I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not doing it." You understand? You tried to get up.
That time when what he's talking about was a time when Nature Boy thought that how she stared at Aaron. And that's the time when I think if anybody remember rightly, the time when she was sitting on the carpet with the baby, she was feeding the baby, and then he was arguing with her, and he said so because he in his mind he said she was making eye contact with Aaron, right? And she said, no, I wasn't, or whatever. And then that's the time when he hands Aya or somebody the camera, and then they go right into the room. Hi, Genobia. They go right into the room, and then you hear the baby cry, like the baby dropped. You hear the baby cry in the distance. And then you hear them arguing. And the next day she comes out and all her wick locks are cut. Right? So she cannot talk. This girl cannot talk. She has no room to talk. And what she's saying right now, she's lying, because I'm going to use Fundi again, because she has to keep herself relevant, right? So she has to bring up Nature Boy to always keep herself relevant, because nobody, like I said, nobody else knows her than Nature Boy's wife, the woman who carried, one of the women who carried his child, right? She wants to be relevant. She wants to be on top. She wants to be the thing, right? Right. I think she either tried to do retreats or whatever else she tried to do, and she's never relevant. And then on top of that, because she's lost a lot of weight. She does actually look good, but then at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's fine, that how you look and all that. But then at the same time, right, you cannot always be using the demon as relevancy, because he is a demon, really. Like I said, and I know everybody deals with DV differently. Okay, I know there is no template to it, but it's the mere fact that how, right, once you get into that once you come out of that situation, you need a whole break from relationships. You don't even want to go into another relationship. You would literally have to vet a man straight up, or some women will take a sabbatical from relationships. They literally take a sabbatical. They have to, because you got to retrain your mind not to be a certain way, not to take on a certain stuff, not to take on that demon time. This girl's on demon time. He's trained her very well. Not only that, she's very cocky because she has Citizen next door to her right now, right? So she has that boost of confidence, right? But it doesn't come from her. It comes from her having the man next door to her. So now she feels, okay, I got to talk about Nature Boy, because every time she looks at Citizen, that's who she sees is Nature Boy. She don't see nothing else like the rest of us. The same way how when I looked at him the first time, I said, oh my God, this man really look like Nature Boy. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I think some people in the comment had to say, "No, Yemi, he don't look nothing like Nature Boy." You think you're seeing Nature Boy? It's the whole energy of the man, and I believe when he do actually, I think in one video, Logos actually said his mask slipped for a minute, and I believe when he's ready to let off on her, he will let off on her. Right now, he's doing all the sweetness. Oh, we're going to the spa. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're doing this. We're doing that. But then at the same time, he can switch on her. Right? He can switch on her. Right? He's probably very nice now. He's nice now, but he could possibly go the next way.
Up and get away and ran the room and he snatched that damn baby out your hand type shit.
Them people, listen, them people wouldn't have never been beaten, GG. Them people wouldn't have never been beaten. They only started hitting each other when I left. And he wasn't hitting them anymore. They were hitting each other. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Nah, that's not true, Gigi. That's not true at all.
He knew that when I was there, I wouldn't have never let none of that shit go down. So he tried to put me in my place in front of all of them people or whatever, thinking that he was doing something or whatever. But then in turn, actually turned them guys into him. So not only was he doing that to me, those guys was doing it to the women that they were so allegedly in a relationship with. Truth be told, the shit I don't know. Because the shit wasn't blasted like how Nature Boy said. The only thing y'all saw them was kiss his feet and feed him grape cider. But I will say this. There are certain people, like I said, there are certain people who I have grace for, but there are other people who I do not have grace for. And I stand on that shit the day that I die. It's just that you don't do.
Now, don't start manifesting now, because you've been known to manifest stuff, So when you talk like that, you best know, because the man already put a hex on you, and he said you're gonna be making how much babies after him. And what is going on now? Exactly that. Right? Right? So you cannot say, oh well, the beating started when I left. Somebody came out and they said that there were beatings and fights going on behind the scenes when the camera was off. Some people was putting corners and all this stuff from before. It's just that in Atlanta, he started to show a little more what he was doing. He started to show more stuff where he will put him in isolation, right? So why are you saying, oh no, right after I left, then they started beating each other, and they started doing this, they started doing that. Even the time when they was in the jungle, there was a fight between Jax and Calabar, right? Which just shows that how he'll pit you people against each other. He was known to do that. Indeed. Just another rendition of Nature Boy entity. Avil yearns for that energy like a succubus. Yes, because she is a succubus. She gets energy from the men that she's around. She becomes them. She becomes the things that she's doing, that she's showing now. right? It's like she's always wanted to be that girl. She always wanted to be that woman. So it doesn't matter wherever the situation be, whether she hears Holly talking 50, 40 times about the situation that she's been in, she will keep coming at Holly because she believes that Citizen didn't do what he did. But therefore, the truth be known that there's video evidence, right, of Citizen literally coming at Holly, right? Not only that, she said that how she is a daycare, she manages a daycare. He took her money for what was worth, right? And all sorts of stuff. So, but then, like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Once again, I refer to Master from D3. You stay out of that craziness because you don't know it can repercussion into your life. If they're arguing, two exes are arguing, and you're going out with a man, you need to stay out of it because you don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes, right? For all you know, right, he could be part of Sutton or Sutton and Sutton. You don't even know. You don't even know. Even when he talks about the African spirituality in Ghana, right? He goes a lot deeper. When Holly explains certain stuff, and you're just like, what? Because I said, oh, it's Wiccan or something. I don't know. But then Holly turned around and said she's doing something too. But I'm not surprised because she's from New Orleans, right? Right. Remember, New Orleans is a hub of voodoo, right? And that's one of the things that Nature Boy was attracted to her for because she come from NOLA, right? That's why he stuck with her. Even the girl before her came from NOLA. He's attracted to NOLA girls, NOLA women, right? So what she's saying is all lies, pure lies. Pure lies.
People,
It's just don't do.
The people that you don't have grace for, those are the people that watched you get abused.
Uh, both the people that I have grace and that I don't have grace for, what they all watched it. They all was there for it.
That's because they were scared of the man. They were scared of Nature Boy. Nature Boy made them into small, tiny people. Right? He used to feed them. They used to eat a certain time. And there's a video of him where they did a fashion show where Zoka first came over. Right? He stood up taller than them. He stood up the size of the door. When you look at it, when you look at the video, he's the size of the door, and all the men that was below him was small, was tiny. What do you expect them to do? Someone, though, I'm not gonna say someone bigger than you cannot take you down. The same way how David took down Goliath. Say, how do I say your name? I like your name though. Setaya. Did I say it right? I know that's Setaya. Right? 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 What was I saying? He was taller, he was bigger than the guys. It would take all of them to take him, right? Think about it logically. If you look at an old video of Nature Boy now, around the guys, he always stood taller than the guys. I think the only time they ate good was when they got to Atlanta, right? And he stood tall. When he put on the feathers, he looked taller than them, right? So if one of them was to step to him and say, I'm trying to fight them, the rest of them will go against that one person for him. Now, if all of them was together, they would be able to take him down, but they never did because they were scared of him. They were scared of him for whatever the reasons was. So what is she talking about? She's a complete narcissist, and her ego may be bigger than her first baby dad serving life. Yes. Yes. Hi, I like your name though. I like Januba's name as well. I call her Januba.
And none of them still are saying anything. Like even when we went to court, they never said anything. Like the document said it all because I said it all and I had proof, but nobody else was like, you know. But the judge put two and two together because if your story is what her story is and they match up in the lineup, then you had to be there for the. So it was a no-brainer to the court.
You was covering for him most of the time. What are you talking about? You was covering for him. Right? If you had so much to say, what happened to Mama Dia? Because Mama Dia, you was there when Mama Dia passed away. We still don't know to this day what happened to Mama Dia. Then you guys came and took her book and started cooking her book, making clean cuisine, etc. Right? So you lot, therefore, you have no foot to stand on. You're twisting the truth. Not only are you twisting the truth, you said that how right. I understand you spoke the truth, right? Most of them, when they went up on the stand, I think Aya wanted to take her notes, and they said to her, "No, you can't take your notes." That's why they did the malicious persecution video, right? So you didn't do nothing. When he came onto the TV program and said that how he forced you to marry, if you look at the photo of all of them getting married, I would not say she was forced to get married to him. I wouldn't say that, right? I feel that she was very much a participant in most things, right? So when she's talking and she's trying to twist the narrative, the story to suit whatever she's trying to do right now, because she's trying to clean up her image as the one. Oh no, I didn't do that. No, that wasn't me. That was you. We all watched. We even seen when you stood up there, you was very skinny holding the baby, right? They didn't surround you. They stood and they didn't do nothing to stop Nature Boy from talking down to you. Right? He always kept talking down to you. He always kept talking down to you. You always kept walking off and going off into the jungle, all sorts of things, because you was trying to get away from him, but you never fully got away from him. You just kept walking off. So I don't know why you're trying to twist the story.
To the judge. But if it was some real compassion there for me, and they said that they love me just like I with them and I cared about them, they would be doing the same shit they're doing. I talked about this shit Kendra went through already. I talked about this shit Rihanna went through already. I talked about this Janae went through. I talked about the Aya went through, Malia. And if I didn't talk about it, I haven't talked about it yet. But ain't nobody talking about what they seen happen with me. Ain't nobody talking about what really.
Janubia, that's true. Velvet is a female version of the Nature Boy. Nature Boy and Citizen were friends. Shows it's no. Oh, no, she and they're dating. No, my dyslexic kicks in. Let me highlight you, girl, because I know what you're saying. I do get what you're saying as well. So you're saying that Nature Boy and Citizen was friends? Is that why he dresses the way he dresses, Citizen? Huh? Is that why he dresses the way he dresses? Because it's like he dresses just like how Nature Boy used to dress.
It went down like ain't nobody saying that shit out here writing books talking about what they've been through. Bitch, been through nothing. You sat there and how about you write in the book that you sat there and you.
There's no coincidence that they are dating, because he was friends with Nature Boy. There's the same way how there was no coincidence. The house she went and she had a baby with Solar. Being like, it's like she never leaves Nature Boy's energy. She never goes to a different type of man. She never goes outside the circle. She stays within the circle.
Watch me get beat. How about you write that in the book?
Velvet, let me ask you this though. And you
Physically, I would say I ain't even gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap.
I
I'm
would
not
say
gonna
the
cap.
same thing. I would say
I'm
the
not gonna
same
cap.
thing. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. Me and Malia, we running neck and neck. The difference between me and Malia is that I was abused a lot more physically, and I'm mentally.
Now listen to this. Now she's gonna measure how much more abused she was by Nature Boy. Have you ever heard such craziness? I was more abused more than she was. Listen, Malia's been through the ringer. She's been through it. She's been through it. Malia's been through it. Malia has been through it. Tanisha Dulay has been through it. Right? There is no measure to how much more abuse a person could. Even now, she's with them girls there. They're abusing her, though she is in the queen position. There's nobody. Oh, you're more abused than me. Me's more abused than you. What the hell is that about? What is that about? I don't understand these levels of women that's coming up. I was more abused than you. What the heck is that? I don't know. I don't understand myself. Someone need to educate me on these women. I'm old. That's all I can say. I'm old. My mind. I look. I'm a woman of the 90s. You never say, "Oh, she was more abused than me." What? Tanisha Dulay's been through a whole lot. She has. She has. The day that girl wakes up from that dream, I think hopefully it will save her. Because she needs to leave carbonation. She does. She does. There's no levels to this. There's no medal for being abused. Who wants to be abused? You want to be loved. You want to be protected. You want to be able to grow as a woman with your man. No man has a right to abuse a woman. That's not a man. That's a boy. That's a child. Right? That is a full grown man in a child's body. Nature Boy is literally a grown man in a child's body. From the time he's telling women, "Oh yeah, I'm your son," and all this stuff, and you have to look after me, and bloody 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 whoop whoop whoop. There's no levels to a woman being abused. It's not a medal of thingy. It's not something you wear like like you've gained something. You don't gain out of nothing by being abused by some man. You know, I was abused more than she. Jeez. Yes, Nature Boy Citizen and Brandon Keys were friends. What? To the point they were trying to get Nature Boy out of jail, claiming he did no wrong. All of them are known for being abusive to women and dominating. Yes, and what's his name? TKO Capone. He's another one.
Stable. Like she's not mentally stable. Like she's not mentally.
You're not mentally stable if you're talking like that. I was more abused than you. You're not mentally stable. Maybe you need to go for some type of therapy or go see some type of shrink because You're talking. Hold up. And you forget I can do my thingies as well. This is me watching Velvet right now in her face, thinking, what the heck are you talking about? What are you talking about? There is no levels to abuse. It's not a medal. It's not a medal of distinction. I don't understand this girl. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get the generation. Someone needs to explain me this generation.
Stable. Like she's not able to work through whatever it is that she went through with him. As we
But you're not stable because you're not working through whatever you went with him. You went through with him neither. You're the same. You're the same as her. There is no difference. You're just as bad as each other. There is no difference at all. You have no. You cannot say or speak of her because you both went through. I think even she went through more abuse than Velvet, right? He did her more stuff. He went to such lengths. Some of the ex-members explained certain situations where he told her to go lay low on the floor. And I can't remember whether he kicked her in the stomach. That's it. He kicked her in the stomach. Right? That was told by one of the ex-members. Another one said he took off all her clothes or something and she was running. So before that thing what happened in the cul-de-sac, there was stuff going on with Tanisha from long time, not just now. Not just now. She tried to walk away. They all followed her out of the house, ready to beat her. Right? Because the members was beating her and he was beating her. Then you was beating her in near the beach. Crazy, man.
we speak. You feel me? But you know, I felt like we running neck and neck because even though I got physically abused more than her or whatever the case may be, because you remember this for almost 4 years of me being physically abused. He was with her for like what, a year and a half, maybe 2, with the physical abuse shiver. But when I came out of it, I was able to work through my mental. She's not able to work through her mental, and it's going on what, year 4 for her now, I think, or some shit.
Yeah.
You still didn't work through your mental. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? She went through more than me. What are you talking about? What is she talking about? Can someone tell me what she's talking about? She's talking pure. She ain't worked through her own mental right now at present. And I'm not saying that how people don't have mental problems or traumas or whatever from traumatic experience. No, I'm not. But at the same time, you ain't worked through your trauma. So what are you talking about? She's not even given a chance to do that. She goes back to her family to go and collect money for carbonation. That's what she's doing. That's all she's doing. In fact, you did exactly the same thing she's doing now. It's only because like she has that whatever queen of nothing right now, that how she thinks she is maybe doing something. But you thought the same way too. There's evidence over there to show that. There's evidence all over this YouTube. You are not perfect in no way or form. You're not. I don't know what you're trying to prove to this man. I don't know. This man, she's like as Lego says, she's purging herself of lies. Lies. You had a lot to, like I said, you have much of a hand in certain things as many of the other members. You all are all the same in my eyes. And judging by what happened with Solar just recently, just shows me that how the members they always continue what they were taught from Nature Boy. She's continuing what she's taught from Nature Boy. She feel, oh, because she can talk. But it's like, what? You're lying. Why are you lying? You get your mental in at least a little bit sorted. Get your mental sorted. Don't talk about Tanisha's mental. Tanisha, like, she always had something. They was even saying maybe she might be autistic. People were saying she might be autistic, which is true, right? From what I learned of autistic people, right? They give in and they sort of adapt, or they get with certain stuff. Maybe she is autistic. Who knows? I cannot say I know Malia like that. People are saying that. So and the fact that she left her son, but then she always used to cry about her son. I would think when she's alone by herself, she'd be crying for her child. But then he broke that out of her. He always was breaking her down, consistently breaking her down, breaking her down, breaking her down, breaking her down, breaking her down. She never had a moment to herself. If it wasn't the girls wanted to slap her up and beat her up, then he made her take a pregnancy test in the back of a van. When wherever they was, the people calling in telling him he must hit her. Oh, you must throw her out. You must do this. She went through a lot. She went through a lot. If her mental ain't broken, I don't know what to say at this point. Her mental must be totally gone. Because she is a shell of herself. If you see the Tanisha that came there to the Tanisha that is there now, it's two different people. She is an empty vessel. She's not who she seems to be when you see in front of the screen. She's getting coached, she's getting told what to say. She's been through a lot, hell and high water. I wouldn't even put out on my worst enemy. But this one's on here talking because you dislike Malia. You're gonna talk the truth then. Just put it all out there. Just put it all out there. Don't even bother write no memoirs, as you say. Oh yeah, I wrote. I got my memoirs of a Creole on IG. Blah blah blah. Maybe I should write a book because Aaron's written a book. Aaron's written a book. Janae's written a book. So what? So what? So what? You more or less spoke about most of what went on over there. You don't even need to write a book at this point. We've seen you so many times come on here and talk about what continuously. The one thing that puzzles me is though through all of it is why Velvet still supposedly still married to Nature Boy and why no divorce. No, apparently she's divorced him. She's divorced him, Janobia. They're divorced. My thing is that how you divorced him and you're still trying to use him as people say as content. It's like can't you do for yourself? Without mentioning him, can't you do for yourself? Fair enough, right? When we the bloggers mention him or we react on him, it's different for us. But when you, who's in the thing, you divorce from him. He should be a faint memory in your mind. Even if you see his daughter, you should even love her daughter more because of what you've been through with your daughter. Because that abuse is uncalled for. I don't care whether it's her or Malia. But measuring the level of abuse, oh well, I was abused more than she. What the heck? I'm not even gonna pull up a video of giving an example because YouTube be playing up on me right now. I probably might find one. I think I have levels to how she used to stay over there. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, what time is it? Oh. Gotta see pineapples up. Okay, let me see. This girl is a whole trip. Let me see what I can find. Oh, my belly. Oh, see? I think I did something on Leah. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Velvet saying that how she went through a lot, right? Okay. Let me show you some. Malia. Malia went through a lot. Let me see if I could take me out talking. Up soon on this video. You are because
you away, and I'm going to start placing myself as a victim. And I'm understanding that that's not a healthy way to look at yourself. Or
look at a pregnant Zoka in the background. It's sad, honestly. They are son because she can come back fulfilled. Saying the how she wants him.
like, you about to trigger me, so I'm gonna just go over here, deal with myself by my damn self, and go in my room.
So you used to always argue with your sisters before you got here?
Yeah.
And you had an anger problem. You was telling me. And your sisters got anger problem because they motherfuckers ratchet as shit, but they from the hood.
Yeah.
Why you come on this journey?
I mean, fair enough. Velvet was very skinny as well. Okay, because you see how skinny Malia was here. You see how skinny she was. She went through hell. She literally went through hell. I don't care what anybody says. Actually, I don't. I mean, it's not that I like any of the Carbonation wives. I don't like Velvet. I don't like Janae. I don't like any of them, right? But Malia went through a lot. She went through a lot. I cannot even show the amount of stuff she went through in this whole thing coming up right now to 2025. She went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's I cannot, that's the word. I cannot stress how much this woman went through. Right? And Efaru, he used to shout at her on a regular, calling her all sorts of names, calling her out of her name, this, that, and the other. The only time Aaliyah got away from Nature Boy properly was when she was in hospital. And even then, he went and collected her from the hospital. So I don't know what is my girl's problem over there, right? She is actually still have this bitterness against Malia and all of them. I mean, I get it. But at the same time, now you divorced the man, you should have moved on. She said, whatever, I gone. Let me go do my thing. Look after my children. Right? You don't need to be on Bigo all the time anyway. I don't know. Let me just let her carry on talking. Because she's purging herself, as she puts it. She's purging herself. She's purging herself. So let's listen to this purging of self. Whoops.
And if y'all know y'all can't.
A lot of people ask us, what's the difference between...
I'm going to take a break now. I don't even know how far I got in this. Hold on.
Grace for them. When I tell you it was every day, these in a foreign country, he already had got my documentation away. First First of all, how you gonna say she's been abused way longer than me? They came 2 years after me and Nature Boy was in a relationship. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Vanessa, she came after.
What are you
Malia
talking
came
about?
after.
She came
Yeah,
after
she.
Efru. She came after Aya. She came
Yeah,
after Zoka. She came after everybody. She was literally the last person there.
she wasn't there before. She wasn't there. No, Velvet was there way before her.
I
She
was
was
there
there way.
before all of those people you see right now. I was there before all of them. And Muff holding me hostage there. Type shit.
Oh my god, sorry. I thought you can hear me. This is why I have to edit my videos all the time. She wasn't there before. She came when she didn't come at the very beginning of Carbonation. She came during Yaya when Yaya was with Nature Boy. It was Yaya, I think Solar, Tron. I think was Joy there? I think Joy was there. But it's all documented. We can see for ourselves. We can go back and we can see when you joined. We can go back and see exactly when you first came. Because she's trying to make it she was there from the beginning of Carbonation. You was not there for the beginning of Carbonation. That other lady was there. I forgot her name. That big lady. She was there. Bacon was there. Some next one was there. I forgot. Some like she looked like she's mixed. She looked similar to Brianna. She looks similar to Brianna. She was there. I don't know what this girl.
Yeah, she was.
I
She was there
forgot.
way before her. Um, what really made me upset that I always wanted to ask you about. I always wanted to ask you about, like, basically, what was it like when you first met him?
It was chill. It was calm. Like he wasn't on that shit. We wasn't drinking like heavily how he was.
When we first met, he was drinking. They've been drinking for how long? They was drinking for a very long time. Even some people, they pick up that there were substances involved in the camp. There's some kind of substance going on because the women always looked out of it. The men always looked out of it. This girl, liar.
As time went on, he wasn't smoking. Like he was really chill. Like, it wasn't until I realized that I didn't have no say so was when I wanted out. But then by that time I was pregnant. We was in a foreign country. He already done had got my documentation away from me. Like it was a lot of it was a lot of odds against me. You know what I mean? And mentally too at the time. So That's what it was. But I don't know. It was chill. Like he was real calm. Like he was a cuddle buddy. Like he would have movie nights. You know, he would take us to the skating rink. Like he would make it. It was fun. It was genuinely fun, and we would go on excursions.
Here we go to the excursion, but the excursions that she used to run away into nowhere sometimes, or leave them, and then he'll start panicking, and he said, "Oh my God, the trolls are gonna come after me, and if something happens to her, oh, the trolls are gonna come after me." She said he was chilled. He didn't seem chill at no way, no form. It's like you guys was constantly on thin ice, walking on, what's it, ice? I don't know. Is it walking on icebergs? Or I can't remember the saying goes now. The guy was never chilled out. He never chilled out. Every day seemed like he was on something. Every day. It's like Jazzy right now. Every day she's on something. There's always something. It's like it's never a chill day. It's never a chill day. I think maybe when they did go to the beaches, but then the places he traveled with the wives later on, she never went to. Okay. Right. One time there's a video with her and they're in the water and she's just talking like how she is now. Because either she had taken something and then like the women was just like grinning and just looking at her funny, like, oh my God, I wish she shut up kind of thing. Like, there were so many situations that this girl, like when she talks lies. She talks lies.
Like we would go to the water. We would, it was chill. It was real cool. Like we was traveling like a family type. But he would, as time went on, he just kept going left and left and left, and it just got worse over time. Like, it just got worse. It got worse. It got bad.
Do you know what clicked in his mind? Like what made him start doing that shit?
I think that was who he always was. Because of like his history, from what I know about his history, he already had a history of like domestic violence like that, whatever. So I feel like that's just who he was. I feel like when he started getting the followers, like when he started getting real people in his life that would kiss his feet and feed him grapes, that's when his head. And I felt like he just was ego driven after that. Like a false sense of empowerment, a false sense of entitlement. Like I feel like that's what the case was. Honestly.
So when it started for you? Like when the abuse started? Like why did it start?
So I met him in 2017. I didn't get with him until 2018. I got pregnant at the end of 2018. Sometime in 2018 I got pregnant.
Can you clear the air about how old you were? Because people thinking that you was a minor.
I just had made 20. I was 2 weeks in being 20. Okay. Two weeks into my 20th year of age. Okay. Yeah.
All right, no doubt.
But yeah, like it started about month 2 of my pregnancy. That's when he started hitting me. When I was about two months pregnant. That's when he started hitting me and choking me and shit. Yeah, like, and it was all because of the fact that I wanted to leave. That's it. That's all. I wanted to leave and he didn't want me to. Period.
Oh my God, bro. Like,
yeah. You live and you learn. For me, I lived and I learned. I learned a lot of things that I had other problems with. Like growing up, I faced like rejection. I never was the type of person like you know how you in high school and you eat lunch by yourself and you don't do no extracurricular activities because it's just not for you. Like, and I couldn't do because I had come from a family of 8, 9. So and we live in the slums of New Orleans, so my parents was really busting their ass to make sure that they had the basic necessities. So
hey, shout out to your father too, man. You know what I mean?
Amen.
You know, I seen that. You know, I shout out to him. He a real one.
She's really making out like her dad was in the slums and stuff like that. If you see how Potts Marquez and his family lived, because they're very much a family-orientated family, this girl really downplays a lot of stuff or how her family is or what it is or how they are or whatever. She lies on them a lot. And I feel with Pops Pops Marquez really fought for his daughter. He didn't do what all the other, I could say, members' parents did, where like he just let her just go. He fought for his daughter. He went to wherever they was. He saw Nature Boy up close and impersonal. He didn't suffer fools gladly. Even when one time Pops was around Nature Boy and Velvet, and I think Nature Boy slapped her in the face, and Pops Marquez pulled him up about it. And he said to him, "Why did you open-handedly slap Velvet across the face like that?" And there was a bit of silence for time, and he said, "Oh, she disrespected me or something." And it's like Velvet just sat there. She just didn't know what to say because she didn't realize that her father did see what had happened between them, right? So I know it's going into the 2-hour mark. She's deceptive and manipulative, just like the devil. Yeah, she is very, very, because she's lying now. She's lying. There is one, because she's done a few of these type of videos where she be purging herself out. There's a few videos of her talking where she's purging herself out and saying different things about carbonation. There's a few of these type of videos here. Okay, this is not an unusual video what she's doing. She's done this for so many times before. That's why people is like, okay, we heard you the first 50 times, right? And we're not saying that she knows she's not a victim, but she also had a lot to do with some of what was going on over there. She also was a part of it.
When you agreed that you was going to do, and, making me feel bad and giving me this guilt trip about being like against what he was doing. And so I had to sit there and watch it without wanting to do it. And Sheba definitely came to me for support and encouragement, and she leaned on me as a confidant. So at that time, all I could do was explain to her my perspective on why I did not like it. And there's still to this day probably a misunderstanding with that, but I know for sure this is a message to Sheba. When a man decides to take your virginity, he's not supposed to pass you to another man. Especially in this, if it's not a situation where you got your virginity broken and you decided that you didn't want to fuck with him no more because of his ways, then that's on you. But if a man breaks your virginity and then passes you to another man as if he haven't even broken it, even if he's with another woman, then he's not the one for you. And he took from you. He took your innocence from you, Sheba, Kendra, because you'll never get that back. And when years pass, you're going to remember that moment and you're going to cry as a woman because of what you let happen to you, because of what he was telling you, what he was trying to make you believe was true, which wasn't. So you're going to feel, and this is just woman to woman, Kendra, I'm not here to put your business out there, but it's out there. Our whole life is out there. We can't sit around and act like it's not. So the message to you is, you know, when I was with you.
Okay, basically she's live and this is her page, and she left again about a month ago, and she said that she's not nation and be the same exactly. So the girl, y'all girl,
The thing is that she made a few of these. Here's another one. Hold on, let me find it.
Helping each other. They're people who are wise and who are helping other people. We are being used for good things and for bad things. But you have to understand which one it is that you want to do and commit to that. And Nature Boy is committed. But you should never want to see nobody go down that road. I didn't. That's why I stayed and tried to be like, look, I don't like this. I tried so many different things. I tried so many different things to help our situation, and nothing worked, y'all. Nothing. He would tell me, you're my wife. You're supposed to have my mind. You're supposed to please me. You're a helpmate. And you know what's funny is because all of the stuff that he says is some real shit. If I want y'all to think about something. He says some real shit, but he's using it in the wrong way. Absolutely. If I was with a man, I'm supposed to be his wife. I'm supposed to have his mind. I'm supposed to understand him. I'm supposed to please him, but not ever against my own acknowledgement. Not ever against my own child. Not ever against my sister and my brother that sits and sleeps right and eats right next to me and share the very same threshold that I do. Never. It's never supposed to go against you. It's always supposed to be in your favor. You are never supposed to be stressed out. And everybody who isn't in a relationship with Nature Boy intimately, I want you to look at your surroundings. I want you to really ask yourself what it is that you're doing. Literally, all you do in carbonation is listen to Nature Boy talk for hours on end. Hours. Nigga be trying to stay up and everything. We've literally trained ourselves to stay awake so that he can finish talking. Otherwise, he'll say, what? Are you finished learning? Are you finished learning? How are you gonna go to sleep on me? How are you gonna go to sleep on a guru, on the Messiah? I'm your master teacher. You're not supposed to go to sleep on me. Give me 25 push-ups. And then you get down and give him 25 push-ups amongst many other times. If you didn't put a video up, think about this. If you did, and I'm talking to the people in carbonation, you don't put one of his videos up and then he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you put the video up? You sit around here, you don't do nothing all day and you can't even put a video up? And he scolds you like you're a child. Like you don't mean anything but the greatness of his agenda. That's no way to live, men. You're not even a man. If you allow another man to squash you in a way, not only that, men, why in the world would you ever let any other man sleep with your wife? That is what
That is what the Most High covenant between you and that woman. You and that woman. Why would you ever let anybody come between that?
Preach.
Why would you let somebody manipulate you and tell you that they are...
Wait. You was all up for this because I think there is videos of you, him, and Sheba together, Kendra. I know Lisa's gonna hate me for this. You and Kendra, no, Ra. You and Ra used to do stuff together on video and all sorts of things. I think there's video evidence, there's photographic evidence, there's all sorts of evidence. See, even now, like I said, this is the person I be hearing when she's talking, even till now, to this day. Right? Fair enough. Janae's a bit flaky. Yes, Janae's a flaky flake. Yeah, she is. She is. But there's a little bit of a change of tone with Janae. Janae just gets reeled in by Solar. That's all with her. She just loves the Solar. You can't tell her about her Solar. This one, yes, this is the time when she was with Omac and she came out talking as well. Now, when she's talking, like how she was talking with that guy, this is how she sounds to me. Okay, she doesn't sound any different than when she left so-called left before a couple times before, and she spoke about it. The only difference now is that he's in jail for life. He's never that is not going to change nothing. So yeah, she was all up for it. The reason why she's talking like this because she was jealous of Kendra, Eferu, Ra, Aya, when they were his wives. See, even now it's just made a 360 degrees to come back ground to that same thing again. Right? So that's why she's saying this. Because they were supposed to be in a polygamous relationship, right? She was supposed to be a wife to them and they wives to her. But they weren't doing the polygamy properly, right? So she talking like this. This was the first time I think, or the second or third, I can't remember. She left so many times. But this time particularly was when she was with Omac. Because this is the time when she went back to Nature Boy now. She spoke of Omac's manhood. She literally said, she had me doing it now. She said that how Omac wasn't a man and right? She did nothing about it. She did nothing about it. Because Nature Boy was one of those ones where like when you do him something, he hold that grudge over your head. Then when they get there, he will just question, he'll put them to question. He said, okay, right, this is the real R moment. This is your time. And he'll put them to sit there. And he'll question. She went through this a numbers of times. And she said, yeah, I'm here, I'm not moving, I'm not doing certain stuff. But let's let him say, okay, I'm not polygamous. She'll be out of there. Right? Or she'll get mad. Or she'll make up a face. She'll do something, right? And I'm not even standing up for the demon. Because he is where he is. He should have been there from long time, in fact. It took the one, okay, I'm not even going to call her names, right? It took her to get him and put him in jail for life. This girl was in and out, saying exactly what she's saying. See, when she's talking, you notice it hasn't changed. It's the same situation. It just now she's garnishing it a little bit more now because she learned that how when she tells certain stories and certain stuff now, people see through that. Well, we still can see through it because we saw it happen. So you can't garnish it. You can't make it any other way. She's making out like it's this and that and this and that and this and that, this and that and this and that and this. No. The number of times she's told stories, she's broken down in front of the camera. Oh, pardon me. She's broken down in front of the camera And she's told her story numerous of times. And this time I feel she learned how to make it, to put a bow on it this time. So she's talking about them, but this time it's a different way of how she's talking about it. She's trying to make out she's the victim. Like I said, I even showed Malia how she looked. Now, I ain't gonna go through 3 hours of this. I want to get through the end of that video. Pardon me. Let me get through the end of this video, man. Because you know me, I'm gonna pull up from the past. I'm gonna pull up from the past. Because you're lying. You're lying. I don't know where to put on. Somebody was saying that how I don't put it on big screen, but I can't put it on like this. I gotta do it like this. Okay. She's just lying. I don't even know. The more I play, the more lies I'm hearing. I want to play it all the way through. Actually, I think I'm going to put a bit of music behind it or something. That's maybe what I should do. Let me put some music behind it. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's take it down a step.
I heard what happened. Yeah. Your father's a real one. Your father's definitely a soldier. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I was him, I definitely would have broke his jaw when I saw him.
Look,
I think it. Yeah, go ahead.
Before my dad passed away, he said that my dad prophesied this Nature Boy going to jail. Bless you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, Queen.
Going to jail. Nature Boy going to jail. He's in jail for life. Shout out to my daddy. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
But who sent him there? Janae sent him there. It wasn't you. Janae sent him there. Let's get this facts right. Yes, he predicted he was going to jail. But you didn't send him there. Janae sent him there.
Her father's a real one, y'all. Her father's definitely a real one. You know, my condolences. You know what I'm saying to you. I never got to tell you, but my condolences to you and your family.
I appreciate that.
Let me
tell you what my stepmama did. So my daddy had remarried. Let me tell you what this bitch did. Yeah, I'm about to air this out. So my daddy, he realized that really all I wanted from this situation. Hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hold on. My dad had realized that all I really wanted out of this situation was to know who God was and land. That's it. That's all. So you know what my dad started doing? My dad actually at that point he started teaching me shit. But my dad always been teaching me stuff. But when it came to like spirituality and stuff, he didn't want to tap into it. Thank y'all for the gifts. He didn't want to tap into it until he felt like I was ready, which he never, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of shit that came with that. But when he noticed that that's really all I wanted, he started bringing out buku books. Like, he just started giving. I got all the books right now. I got to build a library in the home that I'm going to buy next year so that I could, preserve it. But I got it stacked away right now because I don't want it to get damaged and nothing like that. So he started giving me all these books and stuff or whatever. And this man went and bought 14 acres, y'all. 14 acres with a 5-bedroom house on it. Was able to get a renovation loan and everything. We was working it out. We was building on a house or whatever and all that. That's when Hurricane Ida hit. When Hurricane Ida hit, he got sick. And he passed away because he was sick or whatever. My dumbass stepmama got mad because when my daddy passed away, the rights to the land went to his 7 children. So we had to sign our rights. Our stepmama wanted us to sign our rights over to her so that she could have free reign with the landlord. So me and my siblings was like, no, we not doing that, because she already had started showing signs of stealing. And took his insurance money, his funeral. Mind you, my family, my side of the family.
But Tina, you talk about Tina, yeah? Tina was also trying to help your father to get your butt back home from that demon. But now you're sitting here talking about her bad. You should be grateful to her. You should be grateful to her. You hear how this girl's talking about her now? Spewing. Okay. Crazy, man. It's crazy. But I'm gonna let it play because I don't want to go into 3 hours. It looks like it's going into 3 hours. I'm trying not to make it 3 hours. But let's listen to all this, what she says about Tina. Right? She talks down to Tina. Tina was trying to save you from the demon boy.
The Marquez out of my family paid for his funeral. She had to do. His wife didn't have to do it. She took his funeral money, his insurance money, his COVID money, all that. She took all. So we was like, "Flo, we not signing our rights over to you, bitch. You tripping?" So she got mad and she didn't give us the title. To the land. She didn't give us no information to the lawyer, to nothing, to the renovation loan. She took it to, and she just ran off type shit. Yep. She bought 2 cars. She bought a car for my sister, and she bought herself a car, and then she did some other shit money or whatever. And then she just ghosted. And now she want to talk about I miss you. No, bitch, you was a dirty scamming. Kept running in my head. I'm gonna stand up for myself. My daddy told me if I don't stand for something, I'm gonna fall for anything. Look, I put it out there. I said, guy, if I gotta get beat 1,000 more times until you let me up out this bitch. And that is just what I did.
I remember that one time. You was in the
y'all.
dough. You was in the dough and you was about to leave. Like you had the baby in your hand and all that.
And was that when I punched him?
Yeah. She rocked that. And look, when I say she rocked them, bro, she rocked them, and everybody was on her back, bro. They was like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she rocked them, like.
Man, if I would have never had the baby in my hand, I probably would have got killed that night, because I was really crashing out on it. And I really wanted to crash out. I broke the handle to the door and threw it at this nigga. It was a bullet. Like, if he would have got hit with it, he probably would have got cut with it. Like, I done slammed plates in it. Y'all don't know that I did behind closed doors, like trying to get away from it. They had to choke me out.
She used to fight him. Hold on, let me pause it. She used to fight him. Okay? Even, like I said, you see Fundi, Lisa, Medea, Suit, since I got the Suit, Sweet Ma for Life. There's so many of them. Kiss the Veil, all of them. When I say that how their predictions and assumptions was on point is crazy. They said that how she and him used to fight. She used to fight him. So that was their love language, when they used to fight. So the video, the time she's talking about it was videotaped by Tron, and they're in a hotel, and she was hitting him. Like really hitting him as hard as she could. And she had the baby in her hand. The baby didn't even flinch, didn't even do nothing. You know, when a child's used to stuff that is going around it. She was hitting him, and she kept going to the window and screaming to the top of her voice. I think, if I was to find that video now, that video, right? She hit him so hard, and then he kept saying, "Oh, I can't do nothing. If I hit her, I'm gonna be in the wrong." I can't remember exactly what it is. Man, I tell you, we've seen some things on here with this group of people. It's crazy. It's crazy. If some of the videos ain't gone, there's one where she got the baby in her hand and she hits him with all her might, with all of her might, and he stands there and he says, "Look," "I can't do nothing. I can't." What did he say? I can't remember what he said. And Velvet was going to the thing and screaming. And I think in the end, police did actually get sent there to where they was again, because numbers of times police kept coming and to where they was. And this time she screamed to her voice, the top of her voice. Like there was a lot of situations, I'm telling you. I can't even measure the levels of what was going on with this group of people, group of women. However, it's quite sickly that she still comes on here and brings up such stuff when she's talking. She goes on as though she never did anything at all.
When I tell you, I can't
Save
count.
that.
I can't count.
Save that. Save that. Save that. Save that. Save it for the right time.
The smack
I
heard
know you
around the
want to
jungle.
talk. I know you want to. Hey, look. I know you want to talk about it. I know you do. But save it. Save it. Save it. Save it. Don't get nothing away. Save it. Just save it. Because you're going to blow a whole lot of mother minds when you tell this story. I'm talking about detail from. I'm talking about down to the little. Down to the little. I was about to ask you. This is what I was about to ask you. You can answer it if you want. You know I got respect for you.
Real
So
Darnell.
you listen.
I'm listening.
What was the absolute worst time for you there? I'm talking about like if I had something right now, I would stab you in your throat. You don't have to, you don't have to answer it. You what? If you want to.
I'm gonna just say this, right? It was the very last time I saw him, and I told him that.
Hi Sonia, I'm just talking about this cultish girls here. I hope you're good because you said that there was stuff going on where you at. So please be safe.
He wasn't ever gonna see me or Eliana again.
That was in New Orleans, right?
No,
when you was
that
in
was
the dope?
no. That was in Puerto Rico. The last time I saw him in
Oh,
Puerto Rico. And I had to fly back to Puerto Rico to get a restraining order on it because he won't be a squatter. It was that time. Y'all know what time I'm talking about. I had to fly back to Puerto Rico to get a protection order on it because I couldn't do it again.
Wait. No, go back. You said that squatting in Puerto Rico?
This nigga,
He wasn't renting that house?
I'm actually just joking. I'm actually just being, you know what I'm being funny because that's really is some squatters. You mean to tell me you got all these monies coming in and you can't go buy your house? Come on now, you literally just trashed and just blew $300,000 on bullshit. Could have went and bought you some Spanish. Like you dumb. And I was the woman by his side.
This girl, man. No, I gotta stop this music every time I talk because it's a bit distracting. But I gotta play it because I gotta change the video a little bit. Otherwise, they go on me. Right. I do remember this time. This is when the restraining order came through. When he came to where Elizabeth and Demlet was. And he was trying to rip the door open. And he said, I want my daughter. I can't do it how he does it. And that wasn't the last time he saw him. I don't think that was the last time she saw him. I think, is that the last time she saw him? Someone needs to confirm that. If that was the last time she saw him. I don't think that was the last time she saw him. I think that story is a bit out there like that. That's a bit questionable. I can't remember. You know who would know the answers to all this Fundi and them look? right? But listen to the lies, man.
That was encouraging him. Like I'm talking about, we going plot to go see land from land to go see house to house. He ain't never bought. But I'm that woman on your side, letting you.
But you are interested in no plot and lands. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, that's all I was interested in, plot and land. I'm with Fundi on this. I know I keep mentioning her name. It's not even a bad thing. If you was that interested in land, you would have had the land. You would right now, as you're sitting on Bigo, you would have been doing land situations and being in situations. Even just recently, you said you wanted to go to Africa with Citizen. There's a live what Lagos got as well. She said she wanted to go to Africa and like she talks all this, but she wants to travel around. She wants to stay in bed and breakfasts. What they call them, Airbnbs, like what she and the crew used to do. So when she's talking this, you could have been doing this now. You're there worrying about Citizen. You could have been doing this now. Especially how America's going. You could have been doing this now. Right? You was even watching the lady that was in Thailand, and I could see in your eyes you were so jealous. You wanted to be there yourself. Pardon me, I drank so much Lucasade. You wanna be in that position. But we're talking about, oh yeah, right, he could have got land and blah 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 blah. When he got money for the plots of land, what did he do? He went and he bought bikes, he bought laptops, he bought music stuff. He was not on that tip of getting land. He got money from, I forgot the guy's name, pardon me, I forgot the guy's name. Keys or one of them, I can't remember. He got money from them. He never cultivated. But you could do that now. So what are you talking about? It's all well, like we could have bought land. Who cares? Hi, Sotoma. Who cares that okay, I'm not gonna say that was then and that this is now, because even I do, way back when. Oh wow, I remember when. Right? So at the same time, you could have now had land now. You're not worrying about what Tina's got from your dad and all that. All this money you're getting from Bigo, if you get a lot of money, you could be doing that now, but you're invested in Citizen right now. You're all invested. Oh, Citizen. Oh, we're getting engaged. And you could be doing that now. Right? You could be like, there is places and lands and stuff for sale in places. I think me and Sonia watch expats, and they'll be doing it. Sometimes they get had by the people. The land is a whole another situation. You talk about going to Africa. There is right now 2 people that is out in Africa that I know of right now. To me, I think that they look at them as the money cow. Even Equal Q showed that. We was even having that same conversation, me and Phoenix, on the Lagos's video about it. But you're there talking, oh well, you know how much land he could have bought. He didn't want to do that. You could be doing this now. You're still young. Hell, you're still young. You're making money. I'm trying for this not to go into 3 hours. I'm trying. I keep saying I'm gonna let it play, but they say that how we got to do commentary over the things, and you know what happened the last time. So I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, okay? That's what's making it long-winded.
Like, it's probably best that we invest. Like, if we trying to have a family, like, we gotta invest. Like, that's the only way we're gonna build generational wealth. Be in your pockets right now. Like, thank you for the gifts, y'all. I appreciate you.
Listen, you were way mentally stronger than anybody. Even him. Sometimes he come on the camera and and looking like a straight demon, bruh. I remember I seen a. Hey, look, and I used to look at the baby, right? I used to look at the baby. I look at her face, and anybody ever seen Velvet Beautiful Daughter? You can see this
It was
that she
demonic.
got a look. Yeah. That Velvet got the look at this day of the rest of her life.
But you know what? Because he was really doing black magic, you know what I mean? And innocent souls like that, those type of people prey on, you feel me? But I got my baby out of that. And when I look at my baby face now, yeah, she still look like her daddy, no doubt. But she looking more like me. Like every day that go by, every moment that I spend with her, every time I heal her emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case may be, she look more and more like me. Like it's really amazing to see. Like if go look on my Instagram, y'all go to my IG, y'all gonna see Eliana look totally different. Like you don't really you see him, but you don't really see him as much as you saw him when we was around him for the first 2 years of her life. Like
but when she was younger, y'all, I know Ellie when she was younger. Like, you know, I seen her when she was younger. I haven't seen her now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that she is looking like Velvet. I'm pretty sure she got Velvet ways. All that. Velvet had to get her away from that. Because I'm telling you right now, all that negative, that low vibrational shit, it was definitely getting in her something serious. And every time she would yell out or make a face, yo.
He would literally pull Eliana from my care, like my motherhood. He would literally shelter her from my motherhood, like literally. So when he would do that, he would be teaching her, like it was on some real weirdo. That was a big part of the reason why I wanted to leave too, and that's why she never left my arms. And y'all seen me hitting this in my arms because, bro, no, you're not about to teach my baby. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Here you go.
Go ahead and hit the message bubble down at the bottom.
I got it.
Yeah.
But this is why my IG name is Memoirs of Velvet G. No. Yeah. Like, so y'all can make fun of me all y'all want about how many baby daddies I got. I don't give a fuck of that because in the eyes of the Lord, the responsibility that I have now with these children and bringing them out of the born from the other side of the parent, and even from that I come through as a child and as an entity, is beautiful. These children, regardless of whatever fault that they have, whether they hear negligent or not, whatever the case may be, these children will be better. The bloodline will be better. And that's all I care about. That's it. That's all. I'm going to help these children heal through it all.
Yo, hey, listen, Velvet. You know, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I would love to indulge and have dialect, but I don't want you to tell too much. I want you to be able to get your story out to the right person and to the right people.
This dude, man. She's already told the story a million trillion times over. There's nothing new to be told. She's told it and told it and told it and told it. To me, even if like, I feel that we've already seen on YouTube, we don't really need to hear her really. She is trying to keep relevant at present now. And this guy is obviously trying to make her feel he's actually rubbing her ego. But it was something that he did say that was kind of off-putting, but I think Logos cut it out because he said something really offish where they were like, what the hell? So to me, he's not even aware of people's that talks about her daughter, because you know there's a lot of colorism, and Ellie is of a darker hue. Sorry, I got the sneezies because I just drank that fizzy. Right, and she would do anything to keep the child, keep talking about Ellie to keep talking about Ellie because she knows Ellie's what keeps her relevant. Sola's what keeps her relevant. And she actually put Ellie in danger in a numbers of times, you know what I'm saying? Having a man bathe her and all sorts of things when she was on the live, she was screaming, she didn't even get up and move from where she was. Like I said, Citizen is questionable to me anyway, but apparently he has a jacket for that. So, yeah. So I'm not gonna prolong this live because I've been on like 3 hours. I know I might have to do a second one because there is another part to react. She really tries to make out like as though she wasn't part of the stuff in carbonation. And yeah, but anyways, I'm not gonna go into it now more because I like to just do it as I see it because yeah, this she's lying too much. She's lying too much. The one I wanted to do the other video where she's mocking one of the carbonation wives, and that you can't be doing that because you was in the same position where they are. Hi Phoenix, you was in the same position where they are right now. Oh Phoenix, you might have to watch a replay. God, I need like 3 hours of this. You twisted the story to suit whatever you're trying to suit, because right now, like I said, you have a man that's there now or whatever, like you have a bit of a boost and you're ready to bolster, change around, move around to suit your whatever agenda, right? But we know when Citizen starts with his rubbish, because he is worse than Nature Boy. He's brewing there. He's brewing. He ain't ready yet. That's what West Indians say. He ain't ready yet. You see, when he's ready for you, we are gonna hear about it. It's the same thing what happened with Solar. When Solar and her was giving it all that, and she was giving it all that, and then later on Solar ditched her again. I think he ditched her or something. I can't remember how the story goes, because like they do a lot, right? So at the end of the day, he ain't ready yet. He is getting ready. Thank you. He is getting ready, Phoenix, exactly. He ain't ready for her yet. He has the same energy as Nature Boy. Not only is he the same star sign, I can't, like, yes, there is gentle Tauruses and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I've been around a Taurus. I think I have. But the flip side of it, he ain't ready for you yet. You're all happy and smiling. He's meeting you in hotels and all that stuff, and la la la, and blah blah blah, and la 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 la. That you are on here arguing with his ex. That man not ready for you yet. The fact that the man is watching midair is quite funny to me. Oh yeah, so Omar, did I not say hello to you? I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to you. When he gets ready for you, we are going to hear about it, because you're going to come on here. Exactly what you did to Nature Boy, cry, bawl, do whatever. Because domestic violence ain't no nothing. And I bet you she ain't going to charge him though. I bet you money. So the fact that Holly's taking it to the next level, I'm glad she's done that. I don't know the lady, but you're defending him against evidence, what she has, clear evidence. Now there's even there's paper out there now. So, he abused her daughters in Mexico, and she said she was starving. Yes, that's Solar, yes. She said that he got $12K in fraud by using her name and give her $50. That is why Solar bite the dust. Yes. So anyhow you twist it and turn the story, we will still come to the same conclusion because we watched it all. And that's what you forget. We've watched it over the years. Some people don't talk about Velvet at all. They talk about other stuff now. Some people still talking about carbonation in parts and all that and all that. But at the same time, no. You saying how the level of abuse, who was the worst, me or Malia? So I know there's a big, huge gap in between the live, but once you forward that, past that until I edit it, and you get to the other parts where I reacted on it. So Phoenix and Salt Armor, you can replay. And I've put in little bits of old videos in between it because I don't know whether people's going to make constellations on how many times Velvet left. Velvet left a lot of times. She's spinning it. She's spinning the story. Malia was abused real badly. I think Hood Therapy has shown. Did he show some of it? No, he hasn't shown it yet. Hood Therapy ain't shown it yet. But when the Hood Horrors shows it, I'm going to put it on my community tab, and you lot will go see how much Malia went through. Because it ain't for the faint-hearted when you watch them videos. So I'm gonna go now because it's like 12 o'clock, and I did get interrupted. Cause I thought I could finish before it was 3 hours. I guess I gotta put music behind my stuff now. So you lot will have to tell me when it's too high, or when it's too thingy, or so I can balance it out. Okay. So let me know by putting the sunflowers up in the comment section so I can know, or just say to me, Ocean is too high, the music was too high, and tell me when it was just right so I can keep it there so I can play it in the background when I'm doing my videos, because I think it would help it a little bit much. You know what I mean? I might have to speed things up. I might do that as well, right? But we are still going to keep on trying to do what we do here. I'm still putting the shouts out as much as possible. At one point, I might have to stop because I'm trying to see who, or I might just have to do what I see the other guys do, where I just call you out while I'm on live. Like as you comment, I just call you out. That way, at least who I didn't cover, I can cover everybody. Well, most people. Okay. But I'm still putting stuff out. I'm still putting out this little shouts outs and stuff like that. Velvet is not content unless she's hurting another woman or being chosen over another woman. Started when she got rid of Pocahontas. Yeah, that's the same thing I just spoke about. Yeah, girl. Oh, boy, guy. Are you a girl? Yeah. Oh, that's the same thing I already said. I said it's amazing that you bring that up. I said the same thing. Right? But what I'm going to do, because I might have to come and do a part 2 of this, and I'm going to do the other one where I feel that, yeah, she did kind of take the mickey. Oh, you're a lady. I should have guessed from your name, Phoenix. Yeah. So, like I said, we will get back to this because I know some people is late in the game and don't understand what I'm talking about. But if you go back into my videos, you'll see and understand exactly who I'm talking about. Hi, Sonia. You'll see who she is, who Janae is, and how they fall onto this cult thing. I will be covering the next cult on the dark side of Ocean Yemi. So if you are sub to Ocean Yemi and you're into taboo things like me, dark things like me, please come aboard. But I am going to go because it's going on 12 and the time goes really quick. I think I have to start out earlier when I'm doing my lives. If I see it's getting late, I must do my lives late because then it goes right into the midday. But yeah, yes, please listen to the replay. Fast forward the space because I got interrupted because someone came and I didn't put it on because I didn't want to miss the video, so I don't react on it. But the reason I'm highlighting all the names so that when I cut it, even if the chat goes, I've still got you guys on screen. So thank you for coming through, and I will see you in the next one. Hold on. Hold on. What am I doing? Oh, I like this one. This one's better, actually. Okay. Okay.